Hey, everybody. How's it going? I hope you're busy as a bee, cheerful as a cricket, steady as a clock, and standing on the rock. I've never been more excited about what the Shibboleth weight loss and lifestyle is doing in the hearts and minds of people, not just their physical bodies, but within their spirits, with a practical, sustainable, and fun program. Everything you need comes from your local grocery store. Everything. Everything is budget friendly. You only eat delicious foods that help you lose weight. Certainly, you're eating delicious foods now that may be causing you to gain weight. I'm not going to have you eating foods that taste bad so you can lose weight. That wouldn't be fun. And you're not going to do things that aren't fun. That's why Shibboleth is the most fun weight loss program on the planet Earth, bar none. You can have foods that come from your regular grocery store. You can eat at fast food restaurants, at family style restaurants. You get days that you can eat whatever you want and even as much as you want, and you still lose weight. The method that I've been teaching people has transformed the waistlines of tens of thousands of people and gotten them off endless numbers of prescription medications. I'm one of them. I went from a size 44 to a size 32. I've come off all prescription medications, and I was on a bunch of them. And it was all just learning the method of combining foods to optimize my hormones for efficient fat burning. This program is so easy to do. If you have a willing and wanting heart, and you're willing to change your mindset, you're willing to stop listening to the predators, the weight loss company predators that are out there. They're preying on you, Preying. We need to be praying more for behavior modification instead of letting weight loss companies, Preying, preying on us. They're preying on us, taking advantage of our hopes, our dreams, and then we fork out all this ridiculous sums of money only for the program not to work, or we relapse because it wasn't fun. It wasn't practical and sustainable, and they didn't support us. They didn't care for us. It was a business to them. What you need is somebody like me to come along beside you, take you by the hand, be there for you every single day. I'm there for my members every single day that ends in Y. Ask them if it's somebody that's literally engaging with me. I can't chase people, but if they're engaging with me, I'm there for them. My team is there for them every day, even Sunday. We're there. We get messages out. We do take time off, but we almost can't resist but to help someone if they're struggling. Let me give you a quick explainer video of what we do. I'm just going to give you one example of why you may not be losing weight and you might not understand this. So let me give this to you so that you can have an example here, okay? So what changed my life? So let's look at this plate, this ordinary plate of chicken breast. This represents grilled chicken breast, white rice, and green beans. So that chicken breast is nothing but lean protein. Now, we don't know what kind of barbecue sauce they put on it. We have to be careful with that. We have many Shibboleth-approved barbecue sauces. So we would use one of those. I'll explain why in a minute. But chicken breast is nothing but lean protein. This lean protein creates a lot of blood flow to our digestive system. We expend a ton of energy when we're consuming this chicken breast. We're literally, if we're following Shibboleth, we're literally having to expend energy and burn calories just breaking the chicken breast down. We've got green beans. Common sense. Nobody ever has looked in the mirror and said, ooh, I got to be careful with that word on Facebook. Atfe, that's pig Latin for, I'm getting atfe. I need to back away from the green beans. If we're using Shibboleth-approved oils or Shibboleth-approved condiments, our green beans are going to be fine. So that chicken breast and them green beans, that's part of what I teach in the class, except for I do this with thousands of foods. These combine fantastic. We're getting energy expenditure to the digestive system. The insoluble fiber from the green beans are pulling toxins out of us. This is awesome if I prepared it right. So we have fast food rules, we have restaurant rules, but for this purpose, for this short video, we're talking about doing this at home. Okay, so I would use my Shibboleth approved barbecue sauce, but let's look at this plate for what it is. This has got white rice on here. Now, somebody might look at the white rice and say, well, it's only 100 calories. That's about what that is. I've been doing this so long, I'm telling you, that's about 100 calories, okay, of white rice, cooked white rice, steamed or cooked white rice. Here's the problem with white bread, white rice, white pasta. We have to have those only on our Shibboleth holidays, because when we eat white bread, the whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. White rice, white pasta. One saucer of that is equivalent to 30 teaspoons of pure sugar. You're shooting your blood sugar through the roof, and your pancreas is releasing the growth hormone, the fat storage hormone, the appetite accelerant, insulin. That's why we call it the fat bus. Now, we just did that. Doesn't matter that this is a low-calorie meal. We just did that. Now you're dealing with insulin. The fat bus is looking at that chicken. Did you cook it in the wrong kind of oil? If you cook that in olive oil or vegetable oil, it looks grilled, but let's just say you cooked it in the wrong oil. It's going to store all that fat. Let's say that you cooked your green beans in some butter. It's going to store all that fat. So can I not have chicken, green beans, and white rice? Well, you can have it on your Shibboleth holiday, still lose weight like there's no tomorrow. But over time, we've got to control your insulin levels. Right now, you're not controlling them. You're grazing on something wrong every day that's keeping those insulin levels high. So you can't efficiently burn fat. Could I take the rice off the plate and have that be a good weight loss meal, a fat loss meal, Travis? Yes. Yes, that would be a fantastic. We would, if that was just chicken and green beans cooked in the appropriate oil or no oil and seasoned right, we would call that exercise on a plate. We're going to almost burn more calories through digestion than what's contained in it. And that lean protein that preserves our muscle and that fiber that helps our digestion, these two things are going to shut down the fat bus anyway. Isn't that awesome? It's exercise on a plate. But you really wanted the texture of that rice. You really wanted some rice on the plate. So what could we do? Well, if we're not having a holiday and we're having a Shibboleth perfect day, I've got to remove that rice. And I would replace it with one of my void replacements. I could have Fiber Gourmet rice here. Fiber Gourmet rice is a high fiber. It's fortified with fiber. Tastes delicious. It's seasoned, so it's better than white rice. White rice don't have any flavor anyway. It absorbs the flavor, adopts the flavor of what you're preparing it with. We eat it because of texture. But what we would do is take this away and we would put Fiber Gourmet rice. Or we could use rice cauliflower. If you use the Shibboleth rice cauliflower recipe, it tastes just like rice. But maybe it's a mental thing for you and you just want the rice. Then in this particular episode, you could have long grain brown rice. What's the difference? Well, we've got good, better, best. So best would be rice cauliflower for weight loss. Next, and I could put me some yum sauce in it, make it good, season it. Next would be that Fiber Gourmet. But then you could even have long grain brown rice, a quarter cup cooked with the chicken and the green beans. The chicken and the green beans would slow down the blood sugar elevation from the long grain brown rice if you just had to have it. What's the difference? The calories are about the same. Well, white rice has been stripped of the bran and the germ. And all that's left there is yucky, disgusting endosperm. Yuck. Yuck. Terrible. You get that blood sugar. The blood flow doesn't have anything to break through. There's no slowing down. It's like you're shooting up with starch and sugar. It's terrible. It's death. So we put the long grain brown rice. It has the bran and the germ coating and then the endosperm. So your blood flow is getting to the bran and the germ and breaking it down. It doesn't shoot your blood sugar through the roof as fast. So by the time it gets to the endosperm, it's a slower blood sugar rise. And we had the chicken and the green beans to slow it down further so we don't get that that fat bus effect. See, I don't just do this with chicken, green beans, and rice. I do this with every food. I can do this with anything. And I've made it, you say, good gracious, it's too much for me to learn. With your health on the line, but let me say this, I've made it simple. Unless you want to know the ins and outs, you just follow my Shibboleth shield. After 2 days on our program, you're in EFB, baby. You're efficiently burning fat like there's no tomorrow. We get better results with real food, whole foods, following the Shibboleth shield than most programs do with pills, potions, and shots that have ridiculous, terrible side effects that cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Everything you need comes from your local grocery store. I can teach you to do this with spaghetti, with lasagna, with steak, with potato, with fruit. I can teach you to do this with anything. And I do it for free. I'm ministry first and foremost around here. So let's get started. Would you go to www.my. Why are you waiting? One of our members just told us that they're having a hard time. Somebody's on the fence about doing the program for free, but they've paid thousands of dollars to terrible weight loss programs that are predators, preying on your hope, just trying to get your money with something ridiculous that doesn't work. Why don't you let someone educate you, take you by the hand, support and care for you daily, and sow into you? Go to www.myshibboleth.com. I call it Shibboleth. myshibboleth.com and get started. And you'll get in there and you'll see the fast track video. You get one a day so that it's digestible. And I will send you every day, I will send you a fast track lesson until you master fast track. And if you struggle for some reason, you book your one-on-one appointment, we'll help you. We want everybody within the sound of my voice that's struggling with this to realize this isn't all your fault. And all you have to do is trust. Just trust and surrender to this process. This program has changed tens of thousands of lives. It'll change yours, okay? So go right now, www.myshibboleth.com, and let's get started. And you'll also see in my thread, if you'd rather get your lessons text to you, you'll see in the last couple of posts I did under this one, you'll see where you can sign up for the lessons to be text to you. So you can go to the website, myshibboleth.com, take a look around the whole website. You don't have to pay anything for the look around, and the fast track's free. And let's get you started. Life is too precious and too short for you not to feel good about yourself, for you not to have energy. We can fix it, and we can do it fast. Let me show you this before I go. I seen this pop up, so I guess God's ordering it. I didn't plan on this. Look at this beautiful lady. Just one of our many Shibboleth family members, 45 pounds. Don't she look beautiful, y'all? This is a sweetheart of a lady, Becky Dickerson. She's lost 45 pounds. 45 pounds, eating real foods, everyday foods that you find at your local grocery store. There's nobody with a willing, wanting heart that can't do this. Let's wake up, shake ourselves, stop listening to these predator weight loss programs that are just taking your money and leaving you frustrated, leaving you mad at yourself like you did something wrong. Come go with us. Come go with the Shibboleth family. Help us change the world, and let's start with you. I'll see you next time.